Around the country, two professional wrestling's biggest names are being sued by a Kentuckiana teenager.
On May 21st, 2000, WWE was hosting the Judgment Day pay-per-view from the Freedom Hall Arena in Louisville, Kentucky. The main event was a 60-minute Iron Man match between Triple H and the WWE champion, The Rock. Shawn Michaels was the special guest referee, but even with HBK as the official, the match still turned to chaos. At one point, the Game and the Brahma Bull began brawling in the crowd. While it isn't super common during WWE matches, fighting amongst the fans isn't out of the ordinary either. However, this time, it looked a bit more chaotic than usual, as viewers watching on TV could barely see what was going on. Triple H and The Rock eventually returned to the ring, and everything seemed fine. Little did they know that over 10 years later, this incident would come back to haunt them.
A Southern Indiana teenager is suing World Wrestling Entertainment and two of its biggest stars, claiming he was seriously injured at an event when he was just 7 years old.
In January 2011, WWE, Triple H, and The Rock were all hit with a lawsuit by a fan who attended Judgment Day back in 2000. The fan was named Ronald Basham, who at the time the lawsuit was filed was 18 years old, but was only 7 when he attended the show. According to the lawsuit, a woman who was also attending the event had gotten shoved when The Rock and Triple H were fighting in the crowd. This woman landed on top of Basham, hurting his right knee. The injury was so severe that the family called an ambulance. According to Ronald Basham, he tried but couldn't really compete in sports after the incident, and it led to numerous medical expenses. Basham's family hoped his knee would heal on its own, but according to them, it never did. Because of that, and WWE's refusal to pay for anything, Basham decided to file a lawsuit almost 11 years after the incident.
Do you think, suing the WWE is the right thing to do?
Yeah, for the pain and taking away a kid's childhood. That's the best part of anyone's life, I think, is a childhood. I don't think it should have happened.
Shortly after news of the lawsuit broke, more information would be shared and showed a different side to the teenager's story. The entertainment news site, TMZ, revealed that Ronald Basham had been driving stock cars as recently as 2010. TMZ shared several photos that had been posted to Facebook, but disappeared shortly after the lawsuit was filed. Additionally, TMZ claimed that Ronald Basham had also played football in high school. When asked if Basham's injury came from driving stock cars, his attorney said there was no proof of that. Regardless, this lawsuit got a lot of attention when it was made public in January 2011, but things quickly went dark. For the next few years, Triple H, The Rock, and WWE would fight a legal battle with this teenager from Louisville, Kentucky. Finally, after nearly 4 years, the lawsuit would come to an end. In November 2014, Ronald Basham agreed to dismiss the case, and WWE, Triple H, and The Rock were released from all claims and liability. The agreement also stated that this case could never be reopened, and all parties had to bear their own legal expenses. It might seem like Ronald Basham got a pretty bad deal, but that's probably not true. It's almost a guarantee that WWE and/or Triple H and The Rock gave the teenager some money in order to get him to agree to dismiss the case. Of course, the exact amount isn't known, but it could be anywhere from $5,000 to $5 million. There was another teenager who found himself in trouble with WWE, and specifically Randy Orton. Watch this video to see what happens to the teenager who attacked the